Cricut crafters, let's make a cute tote bag for both teachers and students. Hello, I am Katie from thecraftyblogStalker.com, and if you're new to my channel and you love free tutorials, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Here are the supplies for this project, and I will also be using my Cricut Maker and the Cricut AutoPress, as well as an SVG that I designed specifically for this project that you can download for free. So make sure to visit my website, thecraftyblogStalker.com, to grab that free SVG cut file. I will start in Cricut Design Space, and I do want to point out that I am using the Cricut Design Space app on my device. If you are using this on a computer, it will look a little bit differently. All the functions are the same, the icons just might be in different places. I have already uploaded the School Supply Heart SVG file into Cricut Design Space. I just need to add it to my canvas. So I'll go to Upload, open Uploaded Images, find that file, and add to Canvas. There is that cute School Supply Heart. But I need to know how big to make this heart to fit on my tote bag. So I'll bring in my tote bag. I know it's a little wrinkly. We'll fix that when we bring out the AutoPress. I'm just gonna measure the height. It is about 11.5, maybe just a smidgen under. I want my design to be 8 inches. Back to Cricut Design Space, I'll go to Edit, highlight my design, and I want my height to be 8 inches. With this particular design, I don't have to worry too much about the width because that tote bag was pretty wide. So I'm just worrying about the height because I know the width will fit. Now that we are sized correctly, I can select Make It. This is my mat preview, and since I am using heat transfer vinyl, I do want to make sure that I mirror that design. I'll click up here on this little mat, click Mirror, and close. Now my design is mirrored. Hit Next. I'm using a foil heat transfer vinyl, so I'm just gonna go to All Materials, type in foil, iron on, and now I am ready to go to my Cricut. Got my mat, I'll take off that protective sheet. With heat transfer vinyl or iron on, you wanna put the shiny side down. Mine has a little piece out of it, that's okay. I'm going to align it on my mat by a corner, press that down, then I can load my mat, and when this light blinks, I can begin the cut. It's all done cutting, so now I can remove my mat and put my Cricut machine away. Here is our cutout design, and if you wanted to, you could take this off and trim out this circle that you are using so you'd have this little bit of iron-on that you could use on a different project. I am just going to remove it all, and I'm going to keep it on the mat to help me keep that design nice and flat. I'll start in a corner. I love weeding iron-on because it is so easy. You almost can't mess it up, almost. Then go inside each shape. I am completely weeded. I can take this off the mat, and I can look at my design again to see if I missed any spots. Oh, and I missed that spot right there at the top of my push pin. I want to make sure and get that. Look again, and I think that looks really good. This is gonna look so cute. I'm done with my mat, so I can put my protective sheet back on. I like to line it up with the little hole there at the top. Line up that hole and then line up the edges. If it's a little off, that's okay. This is my Cricut AutoPress, and I need to know what temperature to set it at. I'll go back to my device and I'll search Cricut Heat Guide. This is the website that comes up. I'm using the Cricut AutoPress foil iron-on, and my material is a cotton canvas. Apply. This tells me what my setting should be and what my timer should be at. So 290 degrees for 20 seconds, preheat for 5 seconds, and it says a cool peel. So slowly remove liner when cool to the touch. I'll turn my machine on, and then I can set that temperature to 290 and 20 seconds. I'm just gonna let this heat up. While this is heating up, I'm also grabbed my little mini iron and turn that on to high. I'm gonna use this to iron out these straps to my tote bag. Since this is a gift, I want it to look perfect when it is given. The AutoPress has beeped, so it is ready to go. Now remember, the Cricut heat guide said to preheat for 5 seconds, but my bag is pretty wrinkly. I am going to iron it for a full 20 seconds, but I'm going to let it cool for a little bit longer. My timer is going here on my display, and when the timer's up, it'll automatically lift. My bag is much less wrinkly, but not unwrinkly enough. I'm gonna use my little mini here just to really get those creases out. I don't want there to be any wrinkles behind that iron-on, because then that wrinkle will become permanent. The other side looks pretty good. I'll flip it back over. I'm gonna let that cool just another second. I don't want that too hot when I put my vinyl on. Now I can bring in my design and center that on. I'm kind of using those handles as my centering point. I like that placement. I'm gonna bring it down just a smidgen. Now I can apply my heat press. I'm gonna push my press all the way down, click the handle, and then this timer will begin automatically. And when the time is up, the lid lifts automatically as well. We do want to do a cool peel. So by fanning it like this, it just helps it cool just a little bit faster. And we want to wait until this liner sheet is cool to the touch. I'm going to turn off my machine because it is a little loud. That liner sheet is cool, so I'm going to go ahead and start lifting it and making sure that that iron-on sticks to the canvas and not to this liner sheet. And that worked perfectly. Look at how cute that is. Oh, I love that. Now we're gonna iron the straps. I have my little mini iron here. We're just gonna go over them, flatten them out a little bit. This was an extra bag that I had in a box just waiting for a project. So these handles got a little smushed while it was waiting. Here is our cute tote bag with that design, perfect for teachers or students. Didn't that turn out so cute? This would be such a great gift idea for a teacher, especially if you could fill it with school supplies like crayons, scissors, markers, and all of the fun things. Thank you for joining me today, and make sure to stop by thecraftyblogStalker.com so you can grab your own school supply heart SVG file. Thanks everyone. Bye, and happy crafting.